before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now we give up the middle to Williams. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3. Team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
The give now to Abanikanda, and they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
Hall again on second down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the second overtime now in the Super Bowl. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. On the handoff, Abanikanda. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there? Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Hall. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 42. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. I think we can safely call this one of the greatest games ever played as we now head to a 3rd overtime of this Super Bowl. And they're going with some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it with Abanikanda. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but... Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know. Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Hall. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On the ground, it's Abanikanda. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Well, welcome back to the millions watching nationally and around the world. Boy, have you been in for a treat. An all-time classic as now we go to the 4th overtime of this Super Bowl. Unbelievable. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Abanikanda. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime. And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? One more time with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 2-yard touchdown.